So today's episode will actually be in English because we have two interviews lined up. It's two guys from Stinkdigital who actually work as developers. So, welcome.
So my name is Arnaud Tanielian. I said it with a very French accent. Comes from France. I've been living here for like a year and a half, working at Stink. And I'm a senior creative developer there. And yeah, work with an amazing team, about like 40 people, something like that, on cool websites such as like Spotify websites or for Google mainly.
What was like the driver for you to move to New York? What's the reason you're actually here?
I'm here because so I've been contacted by Stinkdigital, and it's an amazing company. Like I saw their work and it was like pretty awesome, pretty cool. Before that, I was a freelancer working on small projects like this, like very experienced websites for clients like Google as well. I don't know, for like fashion, for music. And when I saw their work, when I met like Mark, the CEO, I felt like it was a very nice company to move in, and like I thought New York could be also an amazing city. So I just asked to come, and like I got my visa, and like here I am.
Yeah, and you've been here for 1.5 years.
Yeah, 1.5 years.
You seem to like it.
Yeah, I love it. I actually love it.
So being a developer from Europe or coming from Europe, in the last episode we talked with Satu and Hannu, who are both from Finland, and they both said that the European standards are very high.
Yeah.
Even though in Finland we have this like a feeling that we are maybe not good enough, but would you say that as a European, it's a good thing to come to US? And
It's very interesting. I think in Europe we have it's another way to work, and we have a high standards in terms of quality. And I think Americans, they love it because we are in Sting. We are like half the people are European, coming from everywhere in Europe, and that's super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's very like I worked in Paris for 4 years, and there's a lot of cool studio there and agencies, and like we have a high quality. And like we tend to that, and we try to make like cool and amazing work all the time. And I think it fits pretty well here because like in New York they also expect high quality, and I think Europeans were pretty good at bringing something new in terms of like design and also development, how we work. And I think it fits pretty well. I mean, it's pretty good.
especially like being a developer, how would you say the industry is here? Is there like a big developer community here? Is there also like a way of sharing the knowledge here, or is it more like everyone keeps to their own companies?
I think here developers are more, for example, they're more in terms of languages. They know stuff, but they're less creative. I think this is what Europeans bring. But I don't know. I feel it's more like there's a biggest community like in Europe, I guess, maybe in Paris, but like in this kind of development for like experience website. Mm-hmm. Here it's more like, I don't know, like big languages, big frameworks. So it's like the talk is more, in terms of technology, it's more heavy. It's like,
Sure.
They're more experienced, but it's kind of less creative. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
more like, I feel it's more like they talk about big applications, big structures.
Yeah.
So they have more knowledge about that, but like, it's less creative in a way. We are more like, I don't know, let's do that. We're more like passionate, and we can bring like small libraries, small stuff, and try to push it. Then here it's more like Angular, like the backend's Python. It's like something super big, super heavy.
Yeah.
So it's more like application-wise, it's more, I don't know, more heavy stuff.
Maybe it's also that the big companies are the ones who maybe tell the story, or like those who almost say what's like cool at the moment. So you have like Google and Facebook, they have like React and Angular.
Exactly.
And that's
it's
the
like
ones
it's more driven by those big companies.
The big companies.
Here, like such as Facebook and Google with their big framework. In Europe, I think they're less present. Like it's more small companies, so we're more free to go with like small libraries, small frameworks, and we do our own stuff. We also try to experiment a lot of stuff. Here, it's more driven by those big industries.
Big industries.
Big
Cool.
company. Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to tell our viewers? You probably don't know who our viewers are, but
No, I don't know.
they're probably Finnish.
Stay curious and just like explore stuff. travel. I guess this is the most important. Talk to people. This is cool too. I don't know. Just like stay curious and share your work.
So I'm Mathias. I'm currently a junior developer at Stinkdigital. I work together with Arnaud. Yeah, I just moved here a year ago.
A year ago,
now.
right?
Yeah. So yeah.
So what brought you to New York?
Well, at first I was doing an I was still in school when I moved to New York. I was doing an internship at Stinkdigital, and then after a few months I transferred into a full time. So I graduated and I stayed.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you've liked it so far if you've been here
yeah,
for
I
a
love
year.
It. Yeah,
You love it?
definitely. It's a great city, great place to live. It's very interesting work, great company to work at actually. Like I love the projects we do, I love the people I work with, so it's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's it been like to come as a European to US and to New York especially? Like how could you describe it in some way? Has it been very different?
It's a very interesting experience to do it because like I had a chance to work with very talented people here, and also like I met a lot of Europeans that moved here as well.
Sure.
So it's very cool to see how like we as Europeans get to work here, and like we can work together with all the American people here in the industry and stuff. Like,
Sure.
yeah, it's fun.
So how would you say, especially coming from Europe to the US, is there like, especially as a developer, is it do you notice you have like a special way of doing stuff, or why is like European developers hired here? What's that all about?
Well, speaking in my
In your
my
experience.
experience, I actually don't really have like company experience. I never worked before in a company, so I just moved straight out of school here. So
Right.
this is actually my first experience with being a developer in a company, like
Sure.
with the industry. But I think like yeah, I think there's not like every developer has his own way of doing stuff, and it's just a matter of like fitting in with the team, I
Sure.
guess. So it doesn't really matter if you're European or you're American. It's just a way of like how you work.
Right. Right. You've been working at Stinkdigital and you do more like experience development.
Yeah.
Is that something you would do in Belgium as well?
Well, yeah, I think so. Like it's mostly I'm really interested in front end development, and there's definitely an industry in Belgium too for front end development. The thing that I can do here in comparison to Belgium is like we can work on projects for like big companies like
Sure.
Google, Spotify, and those are really fun projects to
Yeah.
work on, and I don't think I would be able to work on them as much in Belgium as I was
Yeah.
able to work on them here.
Yeah. So would you recommend to anyone from Finland or even from Belgium who would watch this vlog to actually move here if they have like this kind of idea that this would be an interesting place to come to?
Yeah, sure. Like it's really interesting here. Like the industry really lives here. You can meet a lot of very talented people. It's like good for networking, definitely, and it's just a fun city to live. New York is an amazing city to live. So that's another upside
Yeah.
on moving here.
That's awesome.
So,
Do you have anything you want to tell our viewers who probably are Finnish, but
well, you should, if you want to check out New York, you should definitely do it. It's an amazing city. And if you want to work here, like there's a lot of opportunity here to work here as a European in New York. So like just try to contact companies, and like that's how I moved here.
yeah. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like us to do more content in English, please leave a comment. I'll see you next week. Thanks and bye.